Alright. Okay. Hey everybody, it's Dalmation Productions here, bringing you guys another live stream. Now, this live stream, I'm just going to be doing another live stream today because my friend Extreme Tours Pro apparently did not get notified for the live stream. So, if you didn't get notified, I can't see if you got notified or not because I cannot see if you got notified or not. I can't see your screen. I can't see if you got notified or not. So if you didn't get notified, I am sorry. YouTube is just broken for a really long time. Now this is going to be kind of a different live stream. I'm just going to be doing a live stream on, most of the time I'm going to be showing you guys Google Maps, and I will show you guys the two people that killed Kmart and Sears altogether. So I'm going to be showing two people on Wikipedia that killed Kmart, and so yeah, I just want to just do an update on Google Maps. So if you guys don't know, Google Maps apparently, if you guys could see on my screen, you can see that Kmart is no longer here. That's because it closed down about nearly 6 months ago now. If you guys saw my Instagram, you probably saw I took some screenshots of my Kmart on Google Maps about a few weeks ago. And apparently people could not see the photos really well, so and I'll show you guys what it is now, so you can see what it is now. So you can see U-Haul has moved in there. So U-Haul's been in there for a really long time. They are starting to renovate it, and they actually walled off the former garden shop, and they pretty much put up the storage cabinets in the main building. So you guys could see why here, but you can see why. If I search up Kmart here, you'll see that it's permanently closed now, and you'll see why here. So yeah, see, permanently closed and permanently closed. And this closed in July of last year. If you guys don't know, I was originally going to do a video on it when it was in liquidation, but I didn't get to because of the liquidators and everything. There were liquidators in the store, and also was because of copyright music, and you know, they have a lot of issues with copyright and stuff like that. So and you can see there's my former Sears right here on the bottom here. So this closed in 2017 because Eddie Lapper's an asshole. And so yeah, so I want to just show you guys two people that killed Kmart. So first of all, we have Charles Conway. I can't say his name right. So if you guys don't know who Charles Conway was, he was the CEO of Kmart a long time ago in April 2000. A lot of people, he gotten a lot of hatred from a lot of people, and this was because of how bad of a CEO he was, and you know, he was closing a lot of stores down in the early 2000s, and pretty much everything that Floyd Hall did before Charles Conway was CEO. He pretty much, Charles Conway undid everything that Floyd Hall did to save Kmart, and he managed to put Kmart in bankruptcy in 2002. And a lot of people hated Charles Conway, and I can't remember the president at the time. I think it was Mark Schwartz, if I'm saying that right. I can't remember his name anymore, but he eventually, him and Mark, Charles and Mark, I think is what his name was. I think, yeah, because he hired Mark in 2000 as well, a few months later after he became CEO in April 2000. But so you guys can tell he closed a lot of Kmart's down in the early 2000s, and pretty much undid everything that Floyd Hall did when he was CEO in 1995. Because Floyd Hall, if you guys don't know, he introduced the big Kmart store layouts in 1995, I think, is when they started doing that, or it was in the 1990s, somewhere in that area. I really don't know, but and you know, the funny thing is you know, when Charles Conway became CEO, a lot of people hated him, and he was pretty much the blame for all the closures he's done. He pretty much undid everything that Floyd Hall did, and he pretty much declared bankruptcy in 2002. So if you guys don't know, I was born at the around the time that they were in bankruptcy, because at the time I was born, which was 3/10/2003. He was the Kmart was still in bankruptcy. So another person that killed Kmart was obviously Eddie Lampert. This is the dipshit right here. And funny thing is, he used to be a director of AutoZone, which someone told me about this a few months ago, where he used to be part of AutoZone. AutoZone somehow managed to fire him, and yeah, you can see July 1999 until October 2006. And pretty much he is an embezzler. He's illegally, which if you guys don't know what embezzler means, it means it's somebody that secretly takes money from their business. So pretty much I'll show you what it means here. So an embezzler, Eddie Lampert's an embezzler. So basically what embezzler is it's somebody who secretly takes money that is in their care or that belongs to an organization or business they work for. So pretty much this means that they're just taking money directly from the company without telling other people. And if you guys don't know, Lampert's already been accused of stealing from the company, and somehow he managed to bribe the bankruptcy judge, and he somehow managed to get what he got. And yeah, you could see that he actually was kidnapped in 2003 from the parking lot of his Greenwich office, but was able to pursue his captor to let him go after 2 days of captivity and promised to never close another Kmart. Yeah, so pretty much I'm assuming he's the one to blame the most compared to what Charles Conway did. And, a lot of people, like I said, Eddie Lampert's already got a lot of hatred from people. He's already got a lot of hate from a lot of people. So, compared to how much hatred Charles Conway got when he was CEO, so unfortunately you guys can see on Google Maps that my childhood Kmart store is now closed, and it's sad to see this gone because I had so many memories here as a kid. And funny thing is this used to be a big Kmart way back in the day, and I'm not going to show you on stream what it looked like. I already have a picture on my Instagram of it from 2007 when it was a big Kmart, and then it was downgraded to a regular Kmart in 2008. And I've also been told that Big Bear Lake is currently in liquidation, as I probably have heard. I bet this year alone, I think they're going to be done for. I mean, the only reason that they're still around is because how big they were way back in the day when they started, and then there was a lot of mismanagement for Kmart and everything, and then that's when the merge happened, and it went into another bankruptcy. And such a shame that had to happen. But it's just, I just think this year alone is going to be the final straw for them, and they're just going to be done for because Eddie Lampert's an asshole. So yeah, thanks a lot for ruining my childhood at Kmart, Eddie Lampert. You're just a fucking retard. So yeah, so what else is on my mind for today's live stream? Nothing really else, besides just chatting with you guys and, just talk to you guys what's going to be going on for my YouTube channel in the near future, and, hopefully if YouTube does notify people, because I know this has been happening for a really long time, and, YouTube just really needs to start fixing issues, and they're still refusing to fix any issues going on, and, so live stream, I don't know if I want to end it here or not, because I have nothing else to do right now, so I'm probably going to keep going, just so I can, get your guys' attention and everything. So, I don't expect a lot of people in my live streams, because, I'm pretty much a goner on this channel, but very, very, very down on this channel, because I've been a lot of lack of motivation. So I want to also show you guys my local mall, which is Dakota Square Mall, which if you guys don't know, this is my childhood mall as well. If you guys don't know, this is a mall that I went to as a kid growing up in the 2010s, And I also wanted to let you guys know that this mall has changed a lot since I went to as a child. It already lost 2 anchors already. It lost Sears and Herberger's. Herberger's was later turned into a Ross Dress for Less. The other 20% of it is still vacant to this day. And Target and JCPenney are the only anchors left in that mall. And Sears originally was not an anchor. I think it was originally because originally it was downtown, and then they moved to Town and Country, which is another mall, which I don't know if you can see on Google Maps here. And Town and Country is where Sears used to be. If you guys can see, Town and Country used to be the original mall, which opened in February of 1964. And then years later, in 1988, Sears opened at Dakota Square Mall. So that's pretty much that. And unfortunately, in June of 2017, it was announced to close by, Sears Holdings to close by September of 2017. So it closed on Labor Day weekend of 2017. So yeah, it closed around the same time that Extreme Tourist Pros Kmart closed, which was in Butler, PA, which closed in September of 2017. And speaking of Butler, PA, I wish I knew what the address was for the former Kmart. I know I seen a spreadsheet before, which I'm not going to show again on live streams. So, really interesting to see how far we gone from a lot of Kmart's from 25,000 in 1994 to just 24 left in 7 territories. I'm assuming, they, especially with the bankruptcy from 2018, it really did kill off a lot of stores. I think Lampert pretty much purposely put them in a bankruptcy just to get their damn profit. And, what a greedy asshole he is. So, nonetheless, yesterday I actually showed you guys how to download OBS Studio and stuff like that. And I also did another live stream yesterday as well. And I also wanted to show you guys that I wanted to get you guys' attention on how many subscribers I've gotten. I've gotten 11 in the last 28 days. And here's the thing, I was stuck at 319 for a long time, and a lot of people were asking me how did I get to 300 subscribers. Well, a few months ago, I had a video called, I used to do a common bot series, and it was basically about these comment bots that were going around, and they were pretty much, commenting on people's channels, and, people weren't sure why this was happening, and I actually didn't know why it was either, it was from May of, last year. Hopefully if I can get there. So yeah, you can see these are all, before I get to there guys, I'm going to show you guys all my old videos from a few years ago. So you can see these are all from 2017. So this was back when I first started YouTube, and I was pretty much didn't know what to do because I originally did this on my first computer, which I don't have anymore. So this was done on my first laptop, which I don't have anymore because I quit using it around that time in 2018, I should say. So So I wish YouTube would have a area where you can basically have, one thing I wish YouTube would add is add another more columns to what you want. In the meantime, these are just all my old videos, and you can see it didn't get a lot of attention because I didn't have a lot of people that were supporting me at the time. So yeah, and then I'll show you guys, I kind of had a cutoff in August of 2018, and you guys could see why. So you guys could see after August of 2018, I kind of took a hiatus, and a lot of people were wondering where I went and everything, and that was because I kind of was on a break. Because for some reason, I was going to come back in December of 2018, but unfortunately my computer at the time, which was my Asus VivaBook, which I don't use anymore, was being a total ass, and I couldn't even get it to work. So I did return a few months later in 2019. A lot of people are wondering what did I used to use for doing videos. Now, a few years ago, I did mention this in my previous live streams. I believe I did. I'm not sure if I did or not. A few years ago, I used to use Screencast-O-Matic, which if you guys don't know, yeah, you can see I did I did the New Year special from last year. This was before this whole virus shit started, so so you can see these were videos I did last year, and these were really bad. This was done on my old computer, by the way, and then I kind of started using a different computer, and a few months later I got a different computer, and it's really interesting to see how much I've gone over the years, you know, how before I started out until now, which is this year alone. So I gotten better a lot in 2020, and I hope to stay that way for a long time. So, and people were wondering why I keep mentioning this in a lot of my videos, why I don't edit my videos. I mentioned this before in the past, that it's just because the computers that I get don't have enough memory, and unfortunately I wish they would make the memory usage a little bit lower for video editing software, because it's really, you know, especially on a MacBook, if you use a Mac, you always know that you're gonna either have Final Cut Pro X, I think is what it's called. I don't know if it's called. So yeah, you can see I had a lot of COPPA updates last year, and I was really pissed off when the COPPA took effect, because I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna quit YouTube forever, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna come back. So just show you guys all my videos from 2020. You can see all these are bland because I didn't have a thumbnail, and I wish someone would have done a thumbnail for me. And yeah, you can see I did a review on Thundercats Roar, which apparently was canceled about a month ago. And I did a video on TV parental guidelines. Yeah, so you see, I was really mad at COPPA, and yeah, you can see why does Dalmation hate Kmart and everything. And to be fair, I was really sarcastic in that video, and you know, I was being really sarcastic because I was hoping it would close, but that was not the case, actually. So yeah, we're in May of 2020, so yeah, beware of comment bots, relationships, and yeah, you can see, I'll show you guys this one video. So the reason I gained a lot of subscribers was because of this video. This was on the Liam bot, which gained a lot of attention from a lot of people, and I basically wanted to do this a little bit more serious than anything else. You see, it did get a lot of attention from a lot of people, as you'll see in the comments here. So you can see these are all the comments here. If YouTube would load for me, that would be nice. You can see a lot of comments here, a lot of comments. So you can see I didn't heart every comment because, you know, I'm trying to be nice here. So yeah, a lot of attention from a lot of people here. I'm not going to show you the whole comments because that would take a really long time to do. So yeah, May, and then the Kmart videos, that's when I started doing a lot more Kmart videos, because this was when I actually knew that it was going to be closing, and I kind of lied. I actually meant to say June 1st instead of June 2nd, because June 2nd was when I actually knew it was going to be happening, so that's when I finally knew it was happening. And you can see, going to Kmart for tomorrow for final time for liquidation, and that originally I was going to go that day, but I didn't have time because it was raining out, and I didn't want to go out and basically go in the rain and everything. So, yeah, and a lot of people were asking me, no one cares, why did you show your face? Well, originally I was going to do the filming in the store, but then there were liquidators. If you guys don't know who liquidators are, they're people that are in charge of liquidation sales, and I didn't want to get caught by them, and so that's why I was just trying to not do it in the store. So I wish I would have done it sooner, but I just couldn't. So yeah, see, 300 subscribers. I got that in June of 2020. That was really amazing for me. See, yeah, June of 2020. And you can see I kind of made some of these videos unlisted and private, and that's because it didn't make sense to me. So yeah, you can see I had a lot of lack of motivation And yeah, you can see I did a video, was I secretly against it? I was kind of in the so it was kind of in between there. So yeah, you can see I didn't do a lot of videos last year. I kind of didn't have any ideas, and if you're watching this stream right now, Extreme, I cannot see what you're doing, so I will be showing you your Kmart here in a bit. I'll just have to get the list brought up, and I will pretty much find the address to the your childhood Kmart as well. So if you're watching this stream, I can't see what you're doing, so I don't want to be interrupted by that. So my apologies there. So yeah, analytics. This was a video that he requested me to do, and also there's the mobile version as well. And then we are here to the present day, which is January. So I hope to have more content out for you guys. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the Kmart list. I did this in a previous video, where I did a list of all the Kmart's in this list, and you know, Google Sheets is really slow. I wish Google would make this a little bit faster. You know, that would be really good if they did. One thing that really pisses me off is when I'm on the mobile version, sometimes it would like tell me to reload everything, and really irritates me. And you guys can see that these two only lasted barely 2 years. Yeah, you can see two of these in Oklahoma City both opened in 2000, and they barely lasted 2 years because they closed during the bankruptcy in 2002. Not enough said. So yeah, Butler, PA. So that's on 601 Henson Avenue. That's Kmart number 4771. So I will try to search that up here. So one thing I wish that it would let me do is like copy and paste at the same time. So I hope I'm doing this right, because unfortunately it's not showing up. Here, let me just show you Butler, PA. So this is where my buddy lives apparently. So I wish they would add I'll have to find the street here off camera, but you get the idea here. And he's already done a video on it, so I don't think it really matters. So yeah, so it was 601 Hanson Avenue, which closed in September of 2017. So I'm gonna do this off screen, just because I don't want to waste my time just looking for it on the live stream. So yeah, this is Butler, PA. This is where he lives, and I'm assuming it's somewhere right in this area. And again, I wish Google Maps would just add the, one thing I don't know is sometimes when you put in the address, sometimes it doesn't like show up in the Google Maps here. And yeah, you can see it's showing that it doesn't even say. So there you go, we have Hanson Avenue. Actually, I did get this popped up. Excuse me for a moment here. So yeah, this is where the former Kmart was, and I'm assuming where Gabe's is. I'm assuming that's where it was. So, and yeah, Eddie Lampard, you're an asshole, and you deserve to go to jail sometime this year. You're a fucking traitor. You're a fucking asshole. You are the disgrace of this company. You didn't do a good job. You and Charles Conway are idiots and assholes. And I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. So yeah, you could see this is where it was, and this is where the Kmart was, and this is where Butler at PA. This is where my friend actually lives. So yeah, the future of Kmart, I don't know, because Eddie Lampert is just constantly continuing to close stores down without a brief explanation of why. It's annoying that he has to do this fucking bullshit, and it's embarrassing to see people lose their jobs like this, and it's embarrassing to see these stores go, especially these big Kmart stores. Especially what Floyd Hall did. way back in the day when they were struggling in the 90s and they were about to go bankrupt when Floyd Hall took over. And, Floyd Hall actually saved them by introducing the big Kmart layouts stores. And pretty much a lot of them were in the process of being converted. But unfortunately, when Charles Conway took over in 2000, he pretty much undid everything that Floyd Hall did and ended up closing stores and ended up declaring bankruptcy in 2002. And a lot of the blame went to him when he was the CEO because a lot of people hated him, a lot of hatred. He had a lot of hatred from a lot of people, and he and Mark were pretty much blamed for this, and they were forced to step down months later. And as time went on in 2003, they were still in bankruptcy until ESL Investments, which is a hedge fund run by the stupid same dipshit that keeps putting stores out of business, which is Eddie Lampert, which is the asshole that keeps closing these stores down. And so the rest of the live stream, I don't know what I want to do right now, but I'm still waiting on my headphone ports at this point. So hopefully you guys can understand. Now, I'm probably going to show you guys some of them that only lasted like 2 years. Some of these opened in like 2000, and yeah, like I said, these barely lasted 2 years. So for the rest of the live stream, I don't know. I'm just going to show you guys the ones that opened in 2000 and like 2001 to 2000. They only lasted like 2 to 3 years. So I'm trying to get up to, I think, Iowa, so. And the only reason that Kmart's still around is because of how big they were way back in the day, and apparently they were closing They started closing stores down in like the 80s, early 80s, and pretty much started closing more until they declared bankruptcy in 2002. I blame Charles Conway and Eddie Lampert because they both killed Kmart, and it's totally both of them are idiots, and it's both of their faults for doing this. So if it weren't for these people, it wouldn't have been around. It would have been still around so longer. Yeah, you could see 2008. And I know I already did a video on this. I did a premiere on this about a few days ago. So, you could see Chicago had one super gamer that only lasted barely 3 years. This closed during the bankruptcy process, and that was kind of a shame, though. Funny thing is Memphis actually had 2 super Kmarts. One of them closed in 2005, and the other one closed in 2016. And it's kind of interesting, though, to see that. You can see most of these closed in the 2010s, apparently. So I really don't want to repeat everything that I said in the last video that I did. I don't know what else to say, guys. I'm pretty much gonna probably end the stream here. If you guys want me to keep end it, or if you guys want me to keep going, that's fine with me. Yeah, you can see Brenton that closed in 2003, after barely being open for 3 years, 2 to 3 years. So I find this funny that some of these only lasted 2 years. So I think it's kind of interesting that some of these open and then they closed after barely being open for 2 or 3 years. Big Bear Lake is currently closing right now because Eddie Lampert's an asshole. So I don't know what else to say right now. I'm pretty much probably gonna be ending the stream here soon if I don't have anything else to talk about. I think it's kind of interesting that some of these Kmarts lasted longer. Some of these that opened in the early 2000s and closed during Eddie Lampert's tenure. I can't pronounce that right, unfortunately. yeah, you can see, like I said, I did a video on this already, so if you guys want to check out this whole list, you can go check out my video that I did on the list, though. So, yeah, it's kind of funny because, it's kind of sad to see how many Kmart's closed because most of them closed in the early 2000s as a result of the first bankruptcy, and it really makes me upset to see these go, and because Eddie Lambert's an asshole. So I really wish he wouldn't took Tanager, and so really sad to see these go. So yeah, like I said, I did a video on this. I'm not going to do this again, but if you do want to check out this list, I suggest you guys go check it out, because I will be doing another stream at some point next week, or maybe this weekend, I don't know yet, but, so I don't know what else to say, but I'm pretty much gonna wrap it up for this live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching this live stream, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. Thank you guys for watching the live stream, and I will see you guys in the next one. Yeah, see, you can see, before I end the stream here, I'm just going to show you guys one more Kmart that lasted barely 2 years. You can see Valdosta, that opened in 2001, that closed in 2003, and it was a super Kmart, and it only lasted barely 2 years. So, yeah, anyways, guys, I'm going to actually end the stream here. I will see you guys in the next stream. Peace out, guys.